Robert Rivas Radio, Tejano, and much more.
Double R Radio, Tejano, and much more. And at this time, I'd like to introduce David Salas and Daphee to my morning show. Good morning.
Good morning.
Buenos días, Rafa. ¿Cómo están? ¿Qué hubo a todos?
There you go. You know, I'm thinking right now, I'm looking at the clock and I'm going like, right now in California, you guys are 2 hours behind me, but I'm forcing you guys to wake up so y'all can do this interview on the morning show. Must have been wrong with you, Daphee.
Oh, well, yeah, it's 9 o'clock, but it's feeling good. It's a perfect spring morning out here in California.
Now, I got to ask you, Daphee, now when David wakes up and he tells you, Daphee, make me breakfast, wake up now, do you do it or you say, make it yourself, David, and leave me alone?
I say, no, get up and make me some. Tráeme mi cafecito y tráeme mi cafecito. It's all good.
David! No, David, don't tell me this, David.
Yeah, no. I'm usually the barista in the house.
He actually does make me breakfast, but I'm the one who always makes him his greatest dinner,
yeah,
so he knows what's up.
I can make cereal. I can make toast and muffins.
True, he makes the best cereal.
It's the best cereal.
Oh, David, but once in a while I'll spill the milk. Other than that, I'm pretty good at it, ¿verdad?
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. I tell you what, man, y'all have been making a lot of noise out there in California, and of course here in Salas. I mean, I congratulate y'all on your partnership and what you guys are doing out there in La Onda and the music business, man. You guys are definitely keeping busy out there. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, we got my hubby and I definitely have, not only in our marriage, but in our business, we have a great partnership. We work really well together when we make music, actually. So we've been doing so much, not just for ourselves, but for other artists, actually. Even one from your place over there, Jay Perales, we just finished writing a song for him as well.
Yeah,
that is a lot. There we go. That is awesome. Now, let me ask you something, David. How did you and Daphee meet?
Well, I saw her on MySpace, and I was trying to get at her for a minute. She was ignoring me, and and then
he was a stalker.
Yeah, and finally she answered me, and that was it. She fell in love after that.
Yes, it's true. Well, actually, it's true. I'm not gonna lie. The first time we met, we got together. Our first date, we have not, and I'm not lying. We have not separated since the first date. Never. We've been together for almost 9 years now, and we've just been, I don't know, on and on. We just are, I don't know, my soulmate, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, David, when did you say, you know what, that's it? I'm gonna ask this woman to marry me. When did you know that this was it? You're gonna get married?
I would say a couple months in. Really, I mean, I had it in my mind, yeah, a couple months in, and then maybe a year later, maybe a little less, actually, I actually proposed, no, a little bit more.
Yeah, about a year.
About a year later, I did the whole drive up the Northern California coast, looking at the ocean, and for her birthday weekend, and asked her to marry me over a cliff overlooking the Pacific Ocean. It was beautiful.
Wow. Romantic. It was really romantic. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, she had no idea.
I thought he was going to tell me he had some type of disease or something because he started shaking and crying. I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? Is he going to break up with me? What's going on?
So I guess it's fair to say you guys are a Facebook couple, right?
Yeah.
It was MySpace, not Facebook.
Yeah, it was MySpace.
MySpace. Wow.
Yeah.
Now you're talking. Woof. That's classic there, man.
9 years ago, almost 9 years ago.
Yeah.
I can remember when MySpace was the hottest thing, and then Facebook kicked in, and nobody ever went back to MySpace anymore. Everybody just kind of kicked MySpace to the side, no?
Yeah.
MySpace is crickets now. Nothing going on there.
9 years.
I know. Exactly. It's gone.
Now, David, let me ask you something. When you and Daphee first met and started doing your thing or whatever, did you know, was Daphee kind of promoting herself, singing and doing, did you know that she was a singer?
No. not at all. I knew she was she knows how to play accordion, and I've seen, the videos of her playing accordion. She's actually, she could read music, which I can't. I forgot. I used to know, but she actually could read music, and she's a trained accordionist. But as far as singing, she could sing well, but that kind of happened, I don't want to say by accident, but kind of in the sense that she had a song that she would sing here in the house, just called "I Like My Hair Like This." I recorded it, a little bits of it, made a big production around it, and it got placed in several TV shows, and most notably the LA Hair on WeTV was the theme song. And then Thump Records picked it up and said, "Hey, let's do an album," and that was it. And we were flying, and she was already writing for me, though. She was already doing Fancy Magic and a couple other people. She always had the knack for lyrics, which I don't. I mean, I'm good at melody, so we make a real good team in regards to that.
Now, Daphee, how did you learn how to play the accordion?
My dad wanted me to start a hobby, when you're a kid. And one day there was these people that came over to the house and said, they were trying to sell us music, basically trying to sell their accordion music. And my dad said, well, let me have you start, playing it. And it was a little small accordion with like 6 buttons and just a small keyboard. And I was like, okay, I thought it looked fun. So I was only 9 years old then. And I just picked it up. I just loved it so much. I started doing competitions. I started winning competitions. And, my mom loved the way I played my polkas, the tangos, everything. And that's how I actually learned about all kinds of different music, from big band to classical, to everything, to polkas, to tangos, to, any type of music, Frank Sinatra. I would play it, actually. And it's something that I would do for my family, even for get-togethers. That's when I would really do my performance. I would never sing. I would just play the accordion. It was my accordion and my little amp. And I would always play Christmas music and music for them. My familia is from Zacatecas, so I would always play them like La Marcha de Zacatecas and all kinds of Mexican rhythms and stuff. And they loved it. And that was something that I loved doing for many years, and just making them happy, And it stayed in me, and I'm glad that I still know how to, like David says, read music, keyboards. I could keep it together with all that stuff. Thank God it actually helped me, even with singing, because, playing the accordion, you have to learn how to keep each note, so you don't, go sharp or flat or whatever. So basically that kind of trains me also to listen to myself, and if I'm singing sharp, flat, or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Of course. Now, even more so, knowing that David has a music background with his father and his uncle. Of course, it's the Salas, man. Geez, man. I'll speak for us over here in South Texas, man. We love y'all's music, and even more so, David, you're carrying the tradition in the sense of the music that you're putting out there with Daphee. No doubt about it, man. Now, let me ask you this, David. Do you have your own studio?
Oh, absolutely. I've had studio. It was based in East LA for about almost 20 years, and then we moved over to Covina. And we have a much bigger studio in Covina, and it has one big live room and 3 other studios actually. So yeah, we've been there for a minute, and we love it there.
I was kind of going through some of your videos yesterday, trying to get a little bit more information, get more informed about you guys. And I really, Daphee, I got to tell you, man, I love that video you posted of you singing Baby Love out there. You're singing it at the car show, ¿verdad? Over there in California?
Oh, you mean the one in Scottsdale, Arizona?
Well, because it might have been Arizona. I thought it was California. It could be my bad, but like I said, I saw the video where you're performing Baby Love on stage,
yes,
and you nailed it. It was awesome. It was really, it was very, very good.
Yeah, that was in Scottsdale, Arizona, the Super Show over there, and that was very, very exciting and fun, and that's when I actually premiered some of my new oldies actually is what we call them, you know, and we were very excited. We got such a good reaction that we're like excited. It was one great show actually out there. I felt very blessed, and I feel blessed about what our new projects are right now actually. And yeah, Baby Love is my very first single that I came out with from Records. They wanted to hear what I sounded like, so there you go. I did a cover for them, and that was like only one cover that I've done actually. Everything else in my album are music and songs that we've written actually. Everything else is original.
I got you. Now, David, let me ask you this. You take full responsibility on the bands, on the arrangements and everything?
Yeah, the production was all done by me, I would say, but we have a lot of features like Sal Rodriguez on drums from War, Tex Nakamura from War, the piano horn player, Bobby Navarrete. Bobby Navarrete. Yeah, Bobby Navarrete from original Tierra, and then we got Jeff Lewis from Tierra, and Bob from Tierra, and J.L.B. Central from Tierra. Uncle's, of course, Steve Salas, he's on it. We got a whole bunch of Rocky Padilla. Who else? We got Snoop Dogg, we got MC Magic,
Baby Bash,
of course me.
He said they were, of course, me also, man. Hey, I'm in it too.
We put together quite a bit of entertaining album and a lot of great musicians. We're blessed to have everybody involved.
Oh yeah.
But you know what, David? The beauty of your built relationships out there with all these musicians, man, that says a lot. That speaks for itself on what you've done out there, man.
Oh, thank you. We have a lot of, I would tell people, get the best job in the world, get to be creative all day and be around all this talent. So we love it. We love what we do.
Yeah, we're blessed.
I noticed the video that y'all put out also last Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, last Christmas and what? Yeah, that was fun.
It's like a video where you're in the studio, and David starts off singing a little bit, and then you come in, and David's got a bottle, and he's putting it down and trying to get drunk or something. I don't know what.
Trying to get it done.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
Yeah, that one actually got a lot here too during the holidays. It still plays actually. And one of their Latino 96.3, and it gets a lot of airplay just because it's such a fun Christmas song, actually.
Yeah,
it really is. Now I got to ask y'all something. I know you guys perform a lot out there in California. Have y'all ever performed here in Texas?
Never, and I would love to. I would love to go out there. And you know what? I've never been to Texas. I have family there, and I've never been out there actually. I would love to, though. I've been as far as he's gone into Arizona, really.
I mean, I think your style of music would fit perfectly over here, man. And I'm going to give you all a heads up. If anything, y'all should really go after. We're already into Fiesta for this year, and it's 10 days of bands and food and beer. Just 10 days of it, and I think y'all should really go into the attack mode and try to get yourselves in for next year. Really, porque, man, I think y'all's music would be awesome, and it would be a perfect fit here in San Antonio for Fiesta.
Oh, we would love that. I would totally go for it. Yes, let's do it.
What is it called again?
It's Fiesta. It's a celebration that San Antonio has. It's a 10-day celebration, and we're talking thousands and thousands of people attend, but not only one event. They've got events scattered throughout San Antonio for 10 days, man. It's just an all-out party aquí in San Antonio, and we're right in the middle of it right now, actually. It's called Fiesta.
Oh, very nice. That sounds so wonderful. I would take my band and we'd go over there and entertain and all of you and have a great time with everybody. We love that.
Yeah.
I think it will be awesome. I'll tell you what, after we do the interview, I'll give you a couple of phone numbers, David, and that way you can go ahead and make your phone calls and see if you can get the hookup for next year, man, okay?
That would be awesome.
Awesome. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
There you go. There you go. Now, let's talk about your new release single, Please Let Me Know. David, is this an original song or is this a remake of a song?
No, this is an original song.
Who wrote it?
People get confused.
Yeah, both of us. We both wrote it. I had a melody that I just wrote. I just went that, I give it a melody line, and then she puts in the lyrics, and we completed it that way. And we were fast. I think we wrote that.
We wrote that in like in 30 minutes.
Yeah, the whole thing was written in like 30 minutes, and we recorded it fairly quickly too. And it's getting such a great reaction, and people are responding to it.
It's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful song. I love the arrangements. And let me tell you this, David, before I get with Daphee on her part, but on your part, I love the music part of it, and even more so the guitar that's inside, that part of the arrangement. I mean, dude, you hit the nail on the head, brother. It's simply awesome.
Well, thank you. That's so. I kind of make fun of this because I was trying to think of, a cool intro, and I was getting too complicated. Because guitar players, we generally want to show our stuff. But
and I told them, you need to play it like you did Angel Baby, the beginning, the intro of Angel Baby when you did the movie My Family, Mi Familia, where he's playing with the Rosie and the originals, because David came out in that movie as part of one of the band members, and he's the one who strums the guitar the first time. And
I didn't know that. Interesting.
Oh,
Well, 1 second, Daphee. Wait a minute here. That's an awesome fun fact. Really, dude? You came out of Mi Familia and you came out as part of Rosie and the Originals?
Yeah, I was 20, I think, 20, 19 or 20. And I have a pompadour and good hair. That's when I had hair.
Wow, that is interesting. Now, let me ask you this, David. Now that we're talking about Mi Familia, I've got to ask you this question. There's a song that y'all performed right after Angel Baby called Are You Sincere?
Yes.
That song was never released, David, right?
No. I have no idea why it was never released, but we actually laid the tracks to that. And that's Jeanette Rado from Expose singing it.
Right, but it was never released.
Yeah, I don't know why they never released it, but it was a good song. Are you really sincere?
Right. That is crazy because I remember looking for that song, and of course I got the movie Mi Familia. Who doesn't? But I remember saying, who in the heck is them? Who performs this song? So I looked it up and I tried finding it, and to this day they say that they never released a single to that not even on the soundtrack.
Yeah, it was just in the movie, and it was such a good song. I remember when we first did it, I was like, wow, this is a great catchy song because it sticks in your head.
How long did it take to film that part when you guys are doing the dance scene over there? How long were you there, recording, filming?
You were there, probably like 20 hours. It was a long day, I remember.
My God, geez.
Yeah, it was a long day. Because that was an important scene when Chuco kills that guy, So
he got in the fight, right?
Yeah. So it took a while, and the director actually broke his arm that day. I remember. Yeah, he fell off the stage. Gregory Nava. Yeah, he fell off the stage.
You told me that.
No, I never forgot. I never told you that. Yeah, he fell off the stage while we were filming that. But it was an amazing experience and a lot of fun.
How did you like that role?
Well, the band I was with, Down with Three. Well, at the time we were called Primo. Now they're called Down with Three, and they're such a great band. To this day, they Eric and Billy Mondragon and Damon Rio, they're the main three guys. They're having a very successful career in the smooth jazz market. And back then we were doing, I think really young, and they directed, seen us, I forgot where, but somewhere out here at a club, and they said, you guys would be perfect for the movie. And at the time, we all had good hair. And we were thin, and we looked apart. We were Chicano, young Chicano band, and they put us in makeup and gave us that early 60s look, or 50s. No, it was 50s, I think. We're supposed to be 1959 in that movie. So, and it worked. It was a lot of fun.
Congratulations on that. Now, Daphee, let me ask you, please let me know, how did you come up with the lyrics?
The lyrics actually, I sometimes have to put myself in a place or I have to think about someone, kind of put myself in somebody else's shoes and think about, hey, what are they going through? And to be honest with you, I wrote that about a woman I know that's totally in love, with somebody that she can't have, basically. And that's exactly what I wrote about. You know, it was somebody that, you know, I love you, I want you, but you're seeing me like this person that, you know, you don't want, and, you know, and, but I'm sitting here still thinking about you, and I just can't let you go. And it's just basically about someone who's kind of like a little bit obsessed with love, you know, and just can't let it go. And that's exactly what I wrote about, you know. And I went ahead and put it together, like David said, in like 15 minutes I was done writing it. And I thought, man, this is so beautiful. And I started even thinking how I wanted everything to be done, you know. And I told David, honey, you've got to recreate kind of Angel Baby from the get-go with the strum of the guitar in the beginning. And, you know, I want to kind of make it feel like a little bit like that Angel Baby groove, you know. So he's like, okay. And then I thought, for the video, the same exact thing. That's why in the beginning of the video, you see David playing the guitar. He does the exact same thing he did for the movie Mi Familia.
Yeah.
You know, the strum of the guitar, you know.
50 pounds heavier.
I tell you what, Daphee, I have a question from a listener, Cindy Martinez Hernandez here in San Antonio, who wanted me to ask you a question, which is, where did you come up with this old school feel that you have in you, being as young as you are? Because usually the old school feel, the old school music, you usually hear it from the old schoolers. But yet you're a younger person, but yet
yes,
you seem to do this old school feel. Where did you come up with this?
Honestly, when I was young, I was a gangster, and I actually hung out with the homies, and we all listened to oldies. That's where I first heard my oldies with my friends then, you know, and it grew in me, and it was all I wanted to hear for a long, long time. You know, it's just oldies and oldies, all types of oldies too, not just the soulful oldies, but even the, you know, bebop, everything. You know, I wanted to hear the oldies, and it kind of stayed with me, and that's why it wasn't hard at all to write this type of music, because it's already something that, you know, like I said, it's almost like the accordion. You learn the keys, you know, you learn the grooves, you know, and you just keep going, and that's it, you know. It's more that's music that I grew up with. It's like rancheras. I love rancheras. I could write a ranchera song too, you know, because it's stuff that I grew up with. I love banda music. I could probably write that too, you know what I'm saying? Because it's something that you grow up with. It's things that stay within you and your heart and soul, you know, and that's it, you know, and you just go with it. And I'm so blessed, actually, that God gave me the gift of writing, you know, songwriting, like lyrics, because I'm able to put it together and make a beautiful song out of a beautiful melody that I love, and say, wow, I did this. You know?
I think it's very refreshing to see some musicians like you, a singer, musician, David. You know, you guys are the young generation, the young blood, but yet you're putting out music. Like, please let me know, you know, like I said. Now, do you see an old school band, the older generation playing it? Yes, you enjoy it, but it's totally different when you see the young blood, the young generation putting out music like this, especially because when I heard the song, I thought to myself, I've never heard the song before. I'm sure somebody recorded it sometime way back in the day in California or somewhere. I wonder where they got it from. But even more so, for this song to be an original song that y'all put together, I mean, I just think it's awesome. I applaud your efforts.
Oh, thank you. You know, I got that a lot, actually. One of the most comments that I got is, who did this song before? And I'm like, no one. No one did it. It was us. We did it. And the thing is, that's what David and I are, that's our new project, and we've been doing that for now 2 years. But David's been way back. He's already been working on oldies. But our project basically is making new oldies, like new music with that oldies feel that you all could fall in love with. I mean, I'm sure, everybody's already heard everybody do covers and do the songs over again and stuff like that, right? But we wanted you guys to fall in love with new music with that oldies feel and kind of take you back to, the older generation I'm talking about, to those days where you guys used to turn on the radio and hear a song for the first time and say, wow, I'm thinking of my girlfriend or my boyfriend or my mother or my father or whatever it is, and, just, fall in love with and have that feeling again. And because nowadays sometimes you turn on the radio and you hear I hate to say it, but there's no passion anymore. There's no more love. There's no more, qué bonita canción. It's like, oh my gosh, why are they talking about this? Because I listen to lyrics and I'm like, I cannot believe these people are talking about this. And now it's almost like, oh, it's good to make a song about cheating, or it's good to make a song about calling a girl, names, and, or a man talking bad about a man. And I'm like, what kind of music is coming out now,
Real quick, one of the things I think that's important is how you feel to deal with how you interpret the melody, the songs, because and I think that's where Daphee does a great job as far as interpreting the soulfulness and the passion and rekindling something, of that era, and that's important, in making a song like that.
Guys, I'm a big Barry Manilow fan because I love his music. But I went to a concert one time and he was talking in between the song and he was talking about punk rock, rap, and so on and so on. And he goes, but at the end of the day, there's always room for a love song, and that's very true.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, there's always couples in love. There's people that want to be in love. There's always room for a love song.
I was saying that, because we all go through different feelings. We go through all types of feelings, angry feelings, good feelings, happy feelings, loving feelings, passionate feelings, sexy feelings. You know what I'm saying? And it's easy to write about all those feelings. I mean, it's just really easy and just put it together, Now,
let's talk about the recording of the video. The video, I really like a lot the way you put it together. I like the way when it starts, you show up in the car, you're getting off, and then you're performing on stage. And then, of course, at the end of the video, where it's all finishes, you get back in the car and you'll drive off. But like I said, the making of the video, I like the stage presence. I like your outfits, the way, and even more so, part of your outfit is you're wearing a white gown, kind of in a sense. And then from there you go with a red dress with a red flower, very, very stylish, which is really cool. I like the band, the way you set the outfits for the band and everything. Really, really awesome. I love the video. Really cool.
Thank you. Actually, the video was taken. This to me was very, very special. Number one, I did grow up in the San Fernando Valley. So the making of the video was actually taken at American Legion in San Fernando, where Richie Valens did his very first performance debut, where Connie took him. I know everybody's seen the movie, and Connie's like, I'm going to take you to the American Legion. You got a show there, and that's where Bob Keane actually discovered him. So at the American Legion and got him to start doing, signed him up with Daphee Records and everything. But actually, we did it there at the same place where he performed his very first show. And actually, we also did some of the scenes at San Fernando High School where he went to school, and I actually went to school there as well. So it had a sentimental feeling for me as well. But if you guys watch all the way through the end of the movie, it will tell you that this video is dedicated to the memory of Richie Valens and for the contribution he did to the Chicano rock movement. And we actually did take a small scene also at the San Fernando Mission Cemetery, where you will see me at the end of the video, kind of showing where he lays to rest now next to his mother, Connie. So this one is really dedicated to Richie, the video. And actually, words fit, actually, the lyrics fit to him, because it's basically saying, hey, I can't let you go. You know, you went away, you're gone, and we all still love you. We still love your music in your soul, and, you know, we can't let you go, you know?
I noticed that on the video. I saw that on the closing part of it. But, you know, people need to, hopefully they stay with it and see it, because as soon as your video closes, it goes to that part of it. And I thought to myself, what an awesome tribute to Richie Valens, but even more so with what you're saying on the fun facts of, you performed a video at the BFW where you performed for the first time, and also at the high school as well. Just simply awesome, man. A lot, like I said, you know, the beauty of you all being the young blood, you know, in the music business, but yet you never forget the roots of the music as well.
We can't. I mean, that's why we're doing it. Obviously, it's not like, you know, I can't say, oh, it was me and I thought about this. And no, heck no. You know, obviously, it came from somewhere. We were inspired by somebody or someone, or, you know. So it obviously, you know, he had a lot to do with it. A lot. I mean, he opened up the doors for a lot of people back in the day, because even, as you know, he went through a hard time in his family just because they were Mexican American, and they weren't even placed in the right spot. What are you, Mexican American? What are you? You know, which is something that we're always asked. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
As a Chicana, you know, I'm a Chicana. I'm proud of being a Chicana. And growing up, seeing what my parents went through, and I'll tell you though, Robert, I saw a lot of ugliness to see what my parents went through with you know, people putting them down for being, you know, from Mexico and telling them to go back to their country. I've seen my mom almost getting into fights with women that called her names and told her to go back to her country. But my mom was a strong woman and taught us, don't you ever let anybody tell you that you're worth nothing or whatever because you're brown, basically, you know? So it's, and that's how I grew up. That's exactly how I grew up, with that kind of thought, you know? And
that's very unfortunate. It really, really is. Now, I tell you what, guys, if I'm going to go ahead and play your latest release single, please let me know, which I'm already playing anyways. But like I said, the Cruiser Classic Show, it's on heavy rotation on my morning show as well. It's just hitting hard, and the responses that I'm getting on the song is unreal. Now, before we close out, any last words from you, David? And, of course, after that, Daphee, you can say your last words. David, any last words for your fans out there?
Well, I just want to thank you and the fans and everybody that's embracing the music, because this is something that we want to make sure that we always do it right for you guys and get out. And people like you, Robert, that is able to bring it out. Yeah. And we appreciate what you're doing. I could speak for my wife as well. You know. Yeah. And, you know, we're so happy that you guys like the music, and we got a whole lot more coming for you, by the way.
Definitely looking forward to it, David. Definitely looking forward to it, man.
And,
what about you, Daphee?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody again, also for all the love and the support that you've all given us, you know. And we'll keep on putting those new music out for you guys, so you could keep enjoying it. They could also look me up at Daphee.com. That's DAPHEE.com to see what my future projects are, and also shows where we'd be performing and stuff. Actually, we have an upcoming show at the Latin Soul Cruise that's coming Cinco de Mayo. That's where David and I are going to be doing some performances. We're doing 2 of them there with a great lineup with Brenton Wood and Malo and Sonny Osuna, Renee. I mean, it's going to be such a wonderful Cinco de Mayo, and I want to wish all of you a great Cinco de Mayo also weekend.
Where can your fans purchase your music?
They could go to iTunes or any digital, what's it called? Digital.
Any digital platform where they sell music.
Yeah, where they sell music. Or they could also go to thumprecords.com. And look for the new actually for the Lowrider Underground Oldies. That's where they could find right now the single Please Let Me Know. But it will also be available on my debut album, which is coming out in June as well. But yeah, that's where you can go find our music.
David Salas, Daphee, thank you so very much for joining me on my morning show.
Thank you so much, Robert. We love you guys, and God bless.
Robert Rivas Radio, Tejano, and much more.